Alright, I have my goggles on and I'm ready to play. My name is Sloth154 and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda, the Skyward Sword. We finally made it to our reunion with Zelda. We have the Master Sword nearly completed. If you can tell me what's missing, you're a true Zelda fan. But for the most part, we stopped the imprisoned from getting to the temple once again, and here we are about to talk to Impa again. Hey! At last, I've been expecting you, Sloth. You are doubtlessly overwhelmed, so I will explain things as simply as I can. This is the Temple of Hylia, though it will become known as the Seal Temple sometime in the future. You stand in the past, ages before your own time. Here the goddess Hylia has only just sealed away demise. Sucky seal. And a little time has passed since the goddess sent the outcropping rock into the sky that will one day become Skyloft. It is true to its name. You have passed through the gate of time to an era in the distant past. You will have many questions, but for now you must proceed back through the great door behind you. You mean in front of me? It's in front of me, behind you. This here's the person you've risked your life and blood to defend. Wait for you. I said that wrong. You come so far, Sloth. I'm glad you made it. I imagine Impa fills you in on everything. We traveled very far from home to the distant past. In this area, the wounds inflicted on the land during the battle between the goddess and the demon king, known as Demise, have not yet healed. All the fairy tales about the war we heard growing up in Skyloft, incredible as it may seem, they appear to be all too real. I think it's time you learned the whole story. Let me try to explain. I'll just drop kick her real quick for making me go through this. The old gods created a supreme power that gave anyone who possesses it the ability to shape reality and fulfill any desire. They called it the Triforce, which is the dumbest thing you can do. Don't tempt people with power. In his thirst to make the world his own, Demise readied a massive army of monsters for war. He sought to take the Triforce for himself by force. The goddess feared for her people. She used her power to send both them and the Triforce into the sky on a slice of the earth she cut away from the land. This floating rock became the new home of our people. In time, it came to be known as Skyloft. After a long and fierce battle, the goddess Hylia succeeded in sealing away Demise. She did a horrible job. I'll say this 100 times. She did a horrible job sealing him. However, soon after the Demon King was imprisoned, it became clear that the seal would not hold long against his fearsome power. That's why you always put a leeching clause into the seal. Hylia had suffered grave injuries in her battle with the Demon King. She knew that if he broke free again, there would be no stopping him. So what? And if the Demon King were to be free himself, it would mean the end of the world for all beings of this land. It wouldn't, it'd just be his world. In order to put an end to the Demon King, Hylia devised two separate plans to set them both into motion. How have you not figured this out, man? First, she created Fi. She made the spirit that resides in your sword to serve a single perfect to assist her chosen hero on his mission. Her second plan was to abandon her divine form and transfer her soul into the body of a mortal. She made the sacrifice, as you have likely guessed, so that the supreme power created by the gods, all gods, could be used. For while the supreme power of the Triforce was created by gods, all of its powers can never be wielded by one. Knowing this power was her last and only hope, the goddess gave up her divine power and her immortal form. You probably figured it out by now, haven't you, Sloth? You are the chosen hero, and I, Zelda, am the goddess reborn as a mortal. stupid plan. Let's just get this out there. That is a stupid plan. On the day of the ceremony, Garaham's tornado tossed me out of the sky and down to the world below. I was nearly captured by the demonic forces, but I was rescued at the last moment by the old woman who lives in the sealed grounds. I had no memory at all of my existence as Helia, but she explained to me she helped me to remember who I was and what I had to do. I set out to pray at the goddess statues located in each temple across the land. Each statue stirred up memories within me. After I visited them all, Impa, an engine of the goddess, led me here to the past. All this is part of the same great effort to prevent the revival of the demise. Stripped of his true physical form by the seal that binds him, he takes the shape of an abomination. But even in his hideous state, he is more than capable of devouring this land if we allow him to do what he desires. We must stop him from freeing himself from the seal that imprisons him at any cost. That's why I intend to remain here in this time and place to sustain the seal as best I can. As long as I continue this vigil, we may be able to prevent the Demon King from fully reviving himself in our own time. I must maintain the seal that that I created so long ago and keep it strong for as long as I'm able. With the memories of my former life returning to me, I can see now that this is my purpose. Sloth, the goddess created Fee and the Great Blade she a part of for very specific reasons. For the task of standing against the Demise in the monstrous form he now assumes rests solely on your shoulders. Back in our own time, you've already driven him back to his prison twice now. I can't thank you enough for that, Sloth. During your journey, you've grown so much. You learned wisdom from solving devious puzzles and traps. You gained power by honing and tempering both yourself and your sword. And by overcoming the trials set before you by the goddess, you found true courage. Now that those qualities reside in you, you are worthy of wielding the power of the old gods left behind for our kind. You can claim the Triforce. Then there was no fucking point of her becoming mortal. Valiant hero, you have endured many hardships and journeyed far in your quest to reach this place. Along your travels, you have found the wisdom, power, and courage, and for this I shall bestow your sword with the goddess's power. May it give you and your sword the strength to drive back the abomination that threatens this land. I've already got... You know what? Fuck it. She's giving me a headache. The mark you see upon the back of your hand is proof that you are the hero of legend and that within you dwells sacred power. It is the mark of the Triforce. Stand now, Sloth. Draw your sword. There it is! The goddess has blessed your blade, and the Master Sword has at last achieved its ultimate form. Your sword is now imbued with the mythical powers to drive back demons, and only Sloth may wield it. Sloth, before I say another word, I feel like I owe you an apology. You see, the mark of the Triforce on your hand is a symbol of the greatest power in this world. If you can attain the actual Triforce, we will have the power to vanquish Demise once and for all. The problem is, among the countless souls in the world, only a select few those with unbreakable spirits can wield its might. It's impossible to know the true reason why the old gods created the Triforce, but I have a theory of my own. The gods created the Triforce, yet they specifically designed it so that their own kind could never use it. Somehow, I think that may have been their way of giving hope to all the mortal beings of the land. Which brings us back to you. To face Demise and give the land hope, the goddess Hylia needed someone with an unbreakable spirit. That someone is you, Sloth. But spirit alone was enough. You had to You have to overcome many trials and awaken the hero within yourself so that you can wield that supreme power. And so I knew that if it meant saving Zelda, you would throw yourself headfirst into any danger without even a moment's doubt. I used you. Well, that's what gods do. They're assholes. I can't begin to tell you how sorry I am for pulling you into all this, Sloth. Not when you were Helia. You didn't understand that part. But you have to understand this is a war and the fate of the land hangs in the balance. I need your strength to tip the scales in our favor. Wait, that means that Helia as Zelda is not worthy to wield the Triforce. All that may be well-intentioned and true, but it doesn't mean it's right, and it doesn't excuse my actions. That's why I'm with Beatrice, and I'm prepared to pay the price for what I've done. To ensure that the sealed holds that will remain here in the time deep. Oh, see, that's not a real punishment. You're just waking up from a nap. Sloth, I can't say it enough. I'm so sorry for the way I had to involve you in this. But until my memory of the things before our lifetime returned to me, I had no idea we were fated to carry such a heavy destiny. Before all this, I was happy just spending my days hanging around with you in the Skyloft. I wanted that feeling to last forever. While it's true that I am Helia reborn, I am still my father's daughter and your friend. I am still your Zelda. When Demise is finally gone, there will be no more need for the seal that binds him, and then I will be able to wake up. So I'm going to ask you a favor, Sleepyhead. Ever since we were a kid, I'd always be the one to wake you up when you slept in. But this time, when all this is over, will you come and wake me up? Sure. You people are monsters. And stupid as well. Seriously. This is the dumbest thing. And she's not getting punished. She's asleep. She doesn't realize how time passes when you're asleep. If she was awake and conscious the entire thousands or so years, then that would be a punishment. That would be the worst punishment ever. To be conscious for thousands of years, no rest, nothing like that. But to just put yourself to sleep, that's fucking bullshit. I see you said goodbye. Now you must keep the promise you made to her. You must find the Triforce. Return to your time, there is work to be done there. Do not fear for Zelda, I will watch over her here. Go now, fulfill your destiny. Yeah, I'm still ranting. This is the dumbest plan. It's a good story, but it is the dumbest plan. You give up immortality and an unlimited amount of time to plan, process, and prepare, and the person who you reincarnate as isn't even worthy to hold the Triforce. So you've returned. I'm gonna keep ranting about this. Then you know everything. On the other side of that gate, Zelda waits suspended in sleep without end, but do not despair, for she is alive and well. True to legend, the Triforce is the one thing with the power to vanquish Demise. It doesn't kill Demise! It is, though, it is thought to have been hidden within Skyloft by the goddess. Sadly, that is all we know of where it rests. All the clues to its whereabouts have been lost to the ages. Sloth, you have likely come to the same conclusion, but I will spell it out just the same. The key to find the Triforce must be in Skyloft. Go now, Sloth. Find the Triforce. Whoa, whoa, whoa there. Hold up. Sloth, there's something I gotta tell you. So Zelda, how's she holding up? Actually, was she okay when you saw her? Actually, that's terrible. It's gotta be so hard for the poor girl. She's dreaming right now. But you're going to do something about this mess, right? Sloth, I made up my mind. I'm not going back. I'm staying here with Granny. Oh, don't look so bummed out. Do I look sad? Nah, I'm doing what I want to do. I don't know how to explain it. I got this feeling in my belly that there's work to do here. Someone's gotta watch the big ugly monster, and someone's gotta make sure Granny's doing alright. It ain't as action-packed as what you're doing, but maybe this is my destiny. Know what I mean? Besides, it's not so bad here. Living up in the sky was okay, but I guess. But don't you just love the way it smells down here? What? That's not weird to say. Check it out. Zelda and Granny have brought life back to the land here. I bet even the weakest sapling could grow into a beast of a tree in soil like this. It brightened this place up a little too. I mean, sure, it'd take a few years to grow it, but as far as I'm concerned, I got nothing but time. It's weird to say out loud, but that's just how I feel right now. So yeah, you know, when you get back to Skyloft, do me a favor and let people know I'm doing okay down here. Cowlin and Stretch might get a little emotional since they look up to me, but you tell them I'm happy, okay? Thanks, Sloth. Still think this is the dumbest fucking plan ever. Anyone else who played through the game, this fucking sword is the way you kill Demise. Not the fucking seal, not the fucking Triforce. And as a mortal, she should have been able to fucking wield the Triforce. But no. She made a vessel that wasn't fucking worthy to wield the Triforce. And what I find dumber, I'm gonna keep ranting because I have to. Because if I don't, I'm gonna lose my mind. And to make it worse, this plan was before she came to the past and learned of the events that would happen. So she was gambling on events that could happen. Not would happen, could happen. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go back up to Skyloft. I'll get there as soon as I can. But once I'm there, we'll continue this episode because I'm only 19 minutes in and I haven't done my full intro. Well, I haven't promoted the channel. So if you're still here, thank you. So, if you like this video, comment, like, and subscribe. It does help the channel. Check out the description. It has a link to the playlist for this series and another Zelda game I played. You like it. I like it. You'll probably like it. And yeah, let's go to the sky. See you at Skyloft. Alright guys, here we are back on Skyloft. Let's check the academy because that's where the people who know the most about the legend are. I did one of the gratitude crystal missions. Oh wait, I could get no. Maybe him? No. He became a cat person. He's lost to us all. Alright, let's... Hey. Ah, hello, Sloth. Have you heard anything more about my daughter? What is it? If you know anything at all, I urge you to share it with me. Let's tell him the truth. You want to tell me, but you can't? I understand. I'm sure you have a good reason to for keeping quiet. Soth, I've been doing some thinking since we last spoke. You've had this destiny thrust upon you without any warning, which is another stupid thing to do, or choice for that matter, but I wish to help you as best I can. I'm getting older and I lack the vigor of youth, but even old men have ways of being useful too. I wish to share as much of my knowledge with you as I can. If you have a question, any question at all about Skyloft or its history, I will be glad to tell you all that I know. Actually, what do I know about the Triforce? Sloth, where did you hear that word? It's true that the ancient texts make several mentions of the Triforce within their pages. Unfortunately, the actual location of the Triforce isn't illuminated in any of those tomes. Its whereabouts are lost to history. Sorry, Sloth, it's a shame to me to say it, but my knowledge is of little use on this subject. Fine. Sloth, just a moment. Though there is one whose vast knowledge may be of use. Surely you're familiar with Levius, the great sky spirit who has guarded our realm for ages. Levius has served as the protector of our skies for a long time, and his knowledge of our world is encyclopedic, to put it mildly. If anyone in the entirety of Skyloft and beyond were to know about the Triforce, it would be him. Where is he? Yes, I feared that might be your next question. About that, I imagine in your travels you have taken notice of the tremendous thunderhead that suddenly appeared in our skies. Recently I heard rumors suggesting that Levius is trapped inside that massive cloud. I've asked Instructor Owlin to look into this troubling cloud in order to determine if there's any truth to these rumors. I meant to inquire about his findings earlier, but completely forgot about it after Zelda went missing. Instructor Owlin can fill me in on the details later, so why don't you go speak with him yourself and see what his investigation has revealed. Cool. Is this his? Yeah, this is his room. Ah, the plant guy. Hey, Professor. Ah, Sloth, how goes your search for Zelda? Have you found her yet? What? Levius? Ah, so you've been talking to the headmaster, I take it. Oh, gosh, I went down the wrong pipe. If I'm correct, Levius is the one inside the Thunderhead, but that's not the Levius that we all know. That's a monster. It certainly looked like Levius, but last time I approached him, he came rushing at me, and his eyes were full of malice. People change, or old, wizened creatures change, rather. Perhaps it's more that he is possessed by something. That's how it felt to me. What? You want to talk to Levius? That's impossible. I don't think Levius is capable of listening, not in his current state, no. And even if you were to get close enough to talk to him, it will likely end with you getting brushed aside and sent flying to your death in the sea of clouds. What? You're still planning on going? I see. It's because you need to find Zelda. I understand. I get the feeling nothing I could say would talk you out of it. Hey, I have an idea. Come with me. Hey. Levius is inside the Thunderhead. He's been acting so strangely, like something has possessed him. If we can somehow free him from whatever it is that has a hold over him, then there's a chance he will return to his senses. Listen well, Sloth, because I'm about to teach you a very powerful bird riding technique. It's called the Spiral Charge. Using the Spiral Charge, you can rid Levius of the blight that has a hold of him. The technique is quite easy to perform. All you have to do is press X. However, the acceleration effect lasts longer than any attack move you've used so far. Maintaining stable flight will be tricky. This is a technique that only Senior Knight Academy students who have mastered high-level flight skills are allowed to perform. It's still a bit too early for you, but this is an extraordinary circumstance, so I'll make an exception this time. However, I will test you. First dive off this platform and call your bird. You sent me down and out into the world without giving me the full breadth of techniques that I could possibly use. You sent me to my death. If I had died, it would have been your fault. Listen up, Sloth. I taught you the lost way to perform the spiral charge when you press X. You just gotta hit all the targets. Use the spiral charge to attack and break 10 targets placed in the floating boulders up ahead. If you can destroy 10 targets in under 2 minutes, I will recognize you as a skilled bird rider. Alright, off you go. Yeah, easy peasy. There we go. Finished it. No problems. Oh, you managed to destroy 10 targets within the time limit. If you can control your bird that well, you'll have no problems at all. I knew it. I knew you could do it, Sloth. Sure you did. You just didn't tell me till it was necessary. And what a magnificent red bird. You are henceforth permitted to use the spiral charge attack as a qualified bird rider. The next thing you have to address is how to go about finding Levius. Maybe the owner of the lumpy pumpkin might know something. Every year he makes an offering of his pumpkin soup for Levius. Go to the lumpy pumpkin and ask him what he knows. So we're gonna make our way to the lumpy pumpkin. I'll also show you guys that I did repair his what's it called? Chandelier. And I also got him some field help. So I'll see you guys soon. Alright guys, disperse! I hope I got that all in. Well, most of it. Alright, here we are at the lumpy pumpkin. And as you can see, he replaced the thingamabob. The chandelier. How's it going, boss? What's the matter? You look like you got something mighty serious on your mind. Actually. Levius? What about him? Sure, I know Levius well, but I wasn't aware anything was wrong. Every year I offer him an entire basin full of my pumpkin soup. But lately, a huge thunderhead has been brewing there, and I haven't yet been able to made this year's offering. I tell you, I feel horrible about it. No. You say you'll deliver the pot of my soup to Levius? Huh? I don't know how you plan to find to that huge thunderhead brewing out there, but if that's the case, I'm going to do everything I can to make Levius the best batch of soup ever. You wait right here. I'm getting inspired to fire up some soup like I never souped before. Voila! Here it is. I've been cooking this stuff for well over 10 years, but I have to say this is the best batch of pumpkin soup I've ever created. Master will signal for the robot. Miss Fee, I'm here. Oh, this is another heavy load, but don't worry, I can carry it. I'll be waiting outside. I can take you whenever you need, as soon as you're ready. The place where I offer soup to Levius is inside the Thunderhead Cloud on an island with an everlasting rainbow. Oh, you'll know it when you see it. Good luck. Oh, I know it. I know it well. I remember this fight. Yeah, but I got one of the Mogas up here to help her with her farming duties. Now we're gonna go into the giant thunderhead. I'll see you guys on Sunday. This might take a while. Alright, here we are in the thunderhead, and there's where we gotta go. This is the island. Come out, Levius. We have words. I'm unloading this cargo of pumpkin soup here. You picked an odd place for soup delivery. Feels dangerous. Something could jump out at us at any moment. Hungry for soup. Or robot. I'm out of here. See you around. Okay. Doesn't look good, healthy. But we're going sky whaling. Great spirit of the skies, Levius. Oh god. Took out 2 of the eyes. Ah, bad aim. Got it. Oh, dag nabbit. Really? Alright, I'm not doing too well on this. Got it! Ah, I see. Oh, I missed. I missed horribly. Unless I can get these hearts. It is staring at me from all the way over there. Let's do this. Ocular parasite by Octo. Oh, that's how I'm supposed to do it. Oh, thank God I figured that out. Go on, give me the other shot. Motherfucker. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. Hey, we got rid of your parasite. You should be happy. Tell me, boy, was it you who brought me this most delectable cauldron of pumpkin soup? I must apologize for my early behavior. A most peculiar and irksome pest possessed me. I was not myself. But that business is done with now. The delicious aroma of that soup has restored me to my senses. No, it didn't. I am the great spirit they call Levius. Before she passed from this world so long ago, the goddess Hylia appointed me warden of the skies. What do they call you, boy? Ah, Sloth, is it? A rather pleasing name, that. Your parents clearly had excellent taste in names. No. You carry a curious sword, boy. And I sense a silent power dwelling somewhere in that little frame. I see now. Sloth, you are the goddess's chosen hero. How interesting. I assume you come to hear what I know of the Triforce? Right. As I suspected. Listen closely, and I will tell you. As you likely know, long ago, an evil force attempted to take the Triforce for his own. The goddess did everything in her power to prevent it from falling into his hands. For the safety of all things, she hid the Triforce somewhere within the rock you call Skyward. However, its location has been kept secret. Even I do not know where it rests now, but the goddess did entrust me with a hint to the Triforce's location. The clue is a song meant to be played on the harp you hold, known as the Song of Hero. The song is the key to revealing the secret location of the Triforce. The goddess split this song into 4 parts. She entrusted 1 part to me and the other three to the dragons of the land. You must gather each part of the Song of Hero. The Song of the Hero, seek out the dragons and convince them to teach you their part. When they taught you what they know, come to me and I will complete the song with my own voice. The dragons can be found at Faron Woods, Elden Volcano, and Lanryu Desert. Go on, then. Find the dragons you now seek. Oh, this place isn't so bad anymore. Those things are still around. I think I'll start the quest for the Song of the Hero in the next episode. So, this episode we met Zelda, got the full power of the Master Sword, talked to Levias, the Sky Spirit, learned we have to figure out another song, and we'll be hunting for that in the next episode. In between this and the next episode, I will be looking into all the gratitude crystals. If I can get them without kickstarting the next parts of the game, I will. If you like this video, comment, like, and subscribe. It does help the channel. Check out the description. It has a link to the playlist for this series. Also a link to another playlist of a Zelda game I played. I like it. You'll like it too. And if you made it this far in the video, Prime thanks you. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye!